Greetings. Hello there. Hope you're having a great day. Hope this day finds you safe, healthy, happy, and thriving. Doing whatever you're doing, wherever you're doing it, that you're just living your best life, enjoying yourself, having a good time. This is the New Thought Media Network. I'm Ken Ludwig, and you are watching Vibrant Living. And let's go right to the source here. Every day we start the show with a little reading from this thing called You. And let's just open the book right there. And what do we got? I know that I live under the government of divine law. I know that I live in the presence of divine love. I surrender everything that seems imperfect to that which is complete and whole. There is no anxiety, no tension, no strain. There is no doubt, no uncertainty. I know that it is impossible for me to be separated from the kingdom of God, which is within and around me. I live in this kingdom here and now. In this kingdom, there is peace, power, and plenty. And so it is. Great start to the show there. Always Dr. Holmes, living in the eternal good, in the eternal now, in the eternal plenty, abundance, all good unfolding for us in every single moment of every single day. That is where we live, and we become the expression of that as we choose to become aware of it and to accept it. It's really funny. I hope I'm not going to sneeze here. At the living in North Carolina, the allergies are in and out and in and out, and I never know when they're going to pop up. And I haven't had a pill since early this morning. I had an allergy pill, and let's just hope it works. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about some kind of same stuff we were talking about last week, the tips for vibrant living, and consequently for vibrant aging. And I'm for those of you who don't know, I'm 73 years old. I had just a regular checkup today with my doctor. All of my blood work is normal. Everything is in good shape. I have an ongoing, not an issue really. It's just I have a slightly elevated A1C, which is a measurement of blood sugar that is an indicator for prediabetes and diabetes. I'm below prediabetes, but I'm up a little bit higher than I would like to be, than I want to be. And other than that, everything's like really, really good. But there are always things that are occurring. I just got off the phone an hour ago with one of my best friends. We've known each other for going on 60 years, since high school. We've been friends. And we're just talking about, this growing older stuff is not for the faint of heart. There are issues that happen. There are things that go on with your body. And I think taking care of yourself is important. Vibrant living is important. And we talked about this last week. There's the, everything can be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, or we can look at it from the standpoint of the body, the whole body. We can look at nourishment, your mindset, your fitness, and your renewal, which is that's taking care of the body aspect, if you will. And even when we take good care of ourselves, we're talking about the fact, we eat organic. Both of us eat as organic as we can. We both work out. We're the same age. He's 3 months younger than me, and we just take care of ourselves. And we're always doing our best to make sure that we're giving our physical body the best nourishment, the best exercise, the best sleep, all of those things that matter. We're making sure we do that as best we can. Even with that, we still have physical ailments. We have physical ailments that come from growing older. We have physical ailments that come from the environment. We have physical ailments from the fact that, lots of even organic food, if you're buying organic food in a jar, in a box, blah, 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 it's processed organic food. And processed food is not necessarily going to be the best support for your body. So even though you do the absolute darndest you can to take care of you, to make sure that you're physically healthy, that you are mentally alert, that you are sleeping, and that you're doing all the things that you need to do to make sure that you are feeling your best at the very least, there are still going to be things that happen. In his great book, Growing Bolder, Mark Middleton writes about the idea that the Mother Nature, over the course of time, Mother Nature is going to remove capabilities from us. There are things that we do now every single day of our lives that in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, we won't be able to do, or we'll be able to do to a lesser degree than what we do. And the objective is, of course, to be really, really clear that I'm going to live my best life, taking into account what I can no longer do as well, but being very aware of what I can still do and continuing to live my life that way. Last week, I think we talked mostly about nourishment. One of the things that's on my mind these days is renewal. Renewal is mostly about sleep, which I think I mentioned last week. But renewal is giving your body the opportunity to renew itself. Your body needs sleep. We all need sleep. Sleep is the time when your brain regenerates, when all your cells regenerate, your physical body just does things to maintain itself at the highest possible level in that time frame or in that moment that it can't do when you're awake or when you're moving around. So sleep is important. And they say, ideally 7 to 9 hours of sleep is the ideal thing. Now, we all know people who get, 3, 4, 5 hours, and they're like, I live healthy and blah, blah. You know what? If that works for them, they may not know that it didn't work for years down the road, but if it works for them, great. But they're an anomaly because the vast majority of us need 7 to 9 hours. If I get 7 solid hours of sleep, wonderful. But I haven't had 7 solid hours of sleep or 8 solid hours of sleep in 20 years, because there are some things that affect me as I've gotten older that lead to me getting up multiple times during the night. The best thing that can happen to me is that I get right back to sleep. The worst thing that can happen is that I don't. And then I've compromised that time that my body needs to renew and replenish. So making sure that you get a good night's sleep is immensely important. And you do that by paying attention to how late do you have dinner? When was the last time you had something to drink? How much screen time did you have today? And how much time do you have between turning off your screens and getting into bed? Ideally, it's an hour. At the least, you want a half an hour to turn off your screens before you decide you're going to go to sleep. You want to have your room as dark as it can possibly be, and which is not always the easiest thing to do. Now, my beloved Lisa, because our room is not necessarily as totally dark as she would like it, she some nights wears a mask so that she can get a good night's sleep without in as dark a conditions as she can find. If you have your phone right next to you, have it face down so that you can't see it. And if you've got an alarm clock with a lit dial on it, put something over it just to keep your room as dark as you possibly can. So make sure you're done eating several hours before you go to bed. Make sure you're done drinking several hours before you go to bed. Turn off your screens. Make sure your room is dark. And the other thing that a lot of people say that I'm not very good at myself is make sure that you go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every morning. That doesn't always work for me, but I think as time has gone by, I think I'm pretty close to within an hour and a half of going to bed at the same time every night and getting up pretty much within an hour every single morning. That helps to get good night's sleep. The other piece of that is the mindset piece, which is, I think, is a part of the renewal piece in so much as taking yourself out of the worry stage, out of the sympathetic nervous system where you're in fight or flight all the time. I do that with meditation. I do that with affirmations. I do it with prayer work. I do it with my new favorite expression from old Indian philosopher Jitta Krishnamurti, which is really simple. I don't mind what happens. That's simple. When I worry about something or I get stressed about something, I just bring myself in that space of, I don't mind what happens. I'm amazed. I'm amazed at how well that works. Totally blows me away that can take me out of that space, move me into a more relaxed state, and move me into my parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic is the breathe and feed, the rest and digest nervous system, where the sympathetic is the fight or flight or freeze mindset. So those are a couple of hints on things to do for vibrant living, but also vibrant aging. We have a few things in common just by being together on this planet. We are all aging. From the day we are born, we're moving towards dying. We are all aging. And the sooner you become aware of that in your journey through life, in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, the sooner you become aware of consciously taking care of your nourishment, your mindset, your fitness, and your renewal, so that you are absolutely providing your body with the best ingredients it can have to live the longest, healthiest life. It's not about living longer. It's about living healthy longer. I don't want to live longer in a bed. I don't want to live longer on a walker. I don't want to live longer in a wheelchair. I want to live healthier longer. That's the key piece to vibrant living and to vibrant aging. And again, it's about when did you come to the awareness? I am growing older. Doesn't matter what age. Again, it doesn't matter what age. I am growing older, and I'm going to do it the best way I possibly can. That's it for me today. That's a short one. That's all I got for you. Just a little bit of maybe a couple of helpful hints on vibrant living and vibrant aging to maybe help you on your journey. I want you to always remember that New Thought Media Network is a nonprofit organization. We live, move, and breathe by virtue of your generosity, your donations. Please go to ntmedia.org, click on donate. That's newthoughtmedia.org. Click on donate, and we will be incredibly grateful for anything and everything you bestow upon us. If you want to reach me, it's teamrockitnow@gmail.com. And of course, my beloved Lisa and I have our branded Facebook page, Vibrant Aging, where we're glad to answer questions for anyone who has anything they'd like to know around the subject. If we can help, we're glad to do that. That is my beloved Lisa and I. And of course, Vibrant Aging goes hand in hand with the show, Vibrant Living. Please always remember, this show is brought to you by HempWorks. HempWorks is the #1 direct-to-consumer distributor of CBD and hemp products in the world. And every single day, twice a day, I have a dose of my HempWorks CBD. This CBD is the cleanest, purest, most potent you will find anywhere on the planet. And it is certified from seed to oil. We know every step of the process, third party, validated and certified, that it is exactly what I just said it is. Also, one of my favorites is our coffee, the hemp infused coffee, 5 milligrams of CBD in every cup, along with some chaga mushroom and other things for your health. I love that coffee because I can have that late in the afternoon. It doesn't keep me awake. Not so true of my other favorite coffees that I drink in the morning. And if you go to my website there, hempworks.com/Ken Ludwig, you will see an assortment of the best hemp and CBD products that you'll find anywhere, in a greater selection than you'll find anywhere, especially with the CBD tinctures. So just go check it out and have a look. I'd be thrilled if you do that, and I'd be very grateful. Once again, New Thought Media is the place to donate, ntmedia.org, and click on donate. And we are, as I said, immensely grateful for anything and everything you bestow upon us. So as always, I am immensely grateful for the great gift of your time and your attention. I wish you all the love and all the blessings the universe has to offer. I hope you will join me next Thursday and every Thursday at 2:00 Mountain Time, 4:00 Eastern Time for another episode of Vibrant Living. But until then, my friends, namaste.